know where your goals are? Oh, we're already live. Well, there is the hot mic. Hey. We are back. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest here on our inaugural Esports Morning Show. After doing a live call-in, we've now got a lovely panel segment where he's going to demonstrate the lovely benefits of cooking with the Thermomix.
Wait, what?
You're going to actually the recipe. What recipe are you going to be cooking for us today?
No.
You didn't bring the Thermomix.
I didn't bring the Thermomix.
We're just going to have to talk about CSGO then. So we are here. Would you like to introduce yourself for the morning viewers?
Well, I'm Monitor 303. I'm the owner of Arena Esports. OG, been playing. Burnt toast now, retired, so I got into ownership. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so when you say you're the owner, okay, we're talking about Arena Esports.
Yeah.
I have been involved in the business side and the management and things, and there is often a wide range of what ownership means in Australian esports.
Yeah.
So like, sometimes it's a kid with a Twitter header and a dream, and there's absolutely nothing there, and they make promises and nothing ever happens. But as a former player, and as I see, and your players have, they've got hoodies, they've been involved with things, you've got a committed social media presence. What goes in your mind, in a reasonable paragraph, not too long, in what you think is the minimal setup for an organisation? If you're going to run an org in Australia, which you are doing, and I think you're doing a great setup with it.
Well, thank you.
The setup. What are you doing? Like, explain to the young kid with a dream just the work that you were doing behind the scenes.
Well, I mean, it's time. It's effort. You've got to put the effort in. And what I always say to people is it's like herding cattle at the start. You've got to...
Cattle. Like, I think you're being generous. I call it herding chimpanzees after time, but go on.
But yeah, so, I mean, the first thing I want to do is give a chance to a team that's up and coming, cover some costs, help them out, help them move up. I'm all about grassroots. So,
and grassroots is extremely needed in Australian esports as well. Otherwise, nothing like this would ever be possible.
No.
It wouldn't even be created.
I mean, I've been doing this for 20 years, like always working with Tier 2. So,
Okay. All right, sorry, we're just going to have to quickly interrupt our setup. We are just going to the vetoes, which is happening. So we're going to get you here as a setup.
All right, gentlemen.
Do you do much in the way of actual coaching or management? So if you were one of these two guys here.
Second. Hugh, what are we doing?
Oh, we're second.
Second, all right.
All right. Okay, are we talking over the top of them?
Ben first. Vertigo.
Ooh, okay.
Not a surprise. Like, who's not going to ban Vertigo at a...
I think Mirage.
Mirage, what's
Classic.
Yeah, classic.
Ooh, they picked Mirage against Farnham.
Inferno's been picked.
Inferno, really good map for Fall Up.
Picking C2. All right.
They do play that well.
They do. Fall Up are really good Inferno team.
Ben.
Ancient, Dust 2, Nuke is banned between Dust 2 and Ancient.
Like, I'm so absolutely shocked at the nuke ban. Like,
I'll see Ancient today.
Ben Ancient.
Shake hands.
all right.
Really wanted that Ancient pick coming out.
So what was left over? What was map 3? What was map 3?
Dust 2.
Dust.
So the pug maps, we got Mirage, Inferno, and Dust 2.
No one's game enough to go Ancient since
No.
the changes.
Well, this is what I'm
teams.
hoping. Okay, Arena is a team with some structure. It has some, support around it. We're seeing these, coming together. Are you going to take on these more technically challenging maps?
I think so. I think we want to sort of go outside the box.
So what you're saying is Nuke, Vertigo, Ancient.
Well, we've done Nuke and Vertigo. We've done
Okay.
Nuke and Vertigo already this tournament. So we might try and push for Ancient. It depends on the team that plays us.
Fair enough. Look, if it's against Farnap, it should just literally be that veto.
100%.
Absolutely run down. All right, anyway, back to our early discussion. We now know what our maps are going to be, and in only 8 minutes, we will actually have to get off the couch, and an actually talented caster is going to have to do some work in here, so we don't have too much time. So we're going through. So we're talking about running an org in OC Esports.
Yes.
And you're talking about being able to provide support, being able to reduce some of the frictions, cover some of the costs from that point of view.
Yep.
What I want to talk about is, what do you think an organization does to the mentality of a team? What does it mean versus being random team name group of 5 versus there's a dude over there who runs an org and he's supporting us? How does that change the mentality of the player, do you think?
I think two things really important. One is comfort. They start to feel like there's a structure around them. They get a coaching, they get the team managers, they get the admin, everything's sort of done for them, so they can focus on the game. They don't have to have everything done. And the other thing is just that leverage of confidence because you've got the backing of an org. I feel
Well, I'll throw it here.
Yeah.
if we're going to throw across to my other host on the left, Sam, when you were independent versus stabled, if I was to use those terms, how did that feel? How did that change it to you? Like, how much did being under a branded org mean?
It's actually a really bizarre thing. So being independent, where you're just working out yourself as a team, it's a lot harder. You actually have to provide content and make your worth towards an organization, and it's very hard to have confidence in yourself as a team when you don't have somebody else backing you. But when you get that roster or like a great organization that's going to come and get behind you, you get so much more confidence. You know you can focus on the game, and you have like the people actually believing in you. And that is the biggest thing in the confidence level. As soon as you get an organization that you can respect, you know that they believe in you, and the rest of Australia does. It does wonders for confidence.
All right, we have very few minutes left. So where to from here for Arena? What's your next goal? Where is the next yard post that you're aiming
The
for?
next yard post is to break out. We're working with High School League. So we're going to be jumping into the younger generation, try and build that gap. You know, like there's a big gap between that when you leave high school and going there. And then we're obviously in the Valorant. You know, we're getting into the Valorant as well. So we're looking at those extra games, and but obviously CS:GO is the passion.
Yep, no, I do enjoy me some CS:GO.
But that's where we're heading. We're going to go multi-game now, and just organically grow.
Cool.